Hello, I'm Sunny and welcome to this explanation video. I have a friend in Germany who keeps tabs on me from time to time to check on whether I got a job or not, and I'm grateful for that. I gave him a link to this YouTube channel and he checked out a couple of videos. On a phone call, he asked me two questions at the time. Why were you building these and where would you use that? So this video would give a small explanation and hopefully answer those questions. So let's begin with why am I building these. There are three reasons for that. So the number one reason would be to showcase quick learning and adaptability. See, when you look at job posts, they have requirements and qualifications, and they mention tools or frameworks or libraries that you may not have used. So with these videos, I'm showcasing I'm a quick learner, I can adapt and I can learn those tools and libraries and frameworks. The second reason is I like to code. Now in college, back in the day, I didn't have access to internet or GitHub, and I was limited by disk space. So if I built a project, and it worked according to my specification or it met my standards, I would delete it. And that way I lost a lot of good projects that I would really love to have put on GitHub. So now I can do that. The third reason is it keeps me busy and I can pursue my hobby in building new projects, learning new tech, putting it as open source. Now let's answer the where would you use these projects. Now if you go to my GitHub repo and check out the repositories, all of these are MIT licensed. Simply put, you can use these in a proprietary setting. And using these, you already have the structure present, you already have the commands and the files already there. All you need to do is modify the existing files to meet your requirements. For example, let's go with testng, and there are tags that help you figure out what I'm using. So testng is a Selenium based cross-browser UI check. So UI check is checking the front end of the website using Selenium, and the language is used is Java, with the testing framework being testng and Maven. So you could use this in a job that says, okay, we need to do front-end checks using Java. This is your project. Now Bash API checks is you're checking the API using a shell script. Now this could be used in, let's say, small projects or a university project where you built a web server that deploys an API. If it's done on Linux, or you could have a client connected to the server in Linux, and that client is using Linux, then you could just quickly download this, make a few changes, do your API check, and you're good to go. And then there are other projects like this one. Now JMeter is used for performance testing, but here in this project I'm using it like Postman, so this showcases adaptability. I'm not limited to one tool, and also that I can learn quickly and use one tool that's meant for something specific or something entirely different. There is here Cucumber. Now Cucumber is another framework. Now what this does is instead of the output being technical, Cucumber makes it so that the output becomes more English. So now instead of saying, okay, I pinged this API, I got this result, it will say, when I sent a data packet to this web address, I got the result, and it matches the expectation. So Cucumber does that, and it's pretty good. Now Cucumber works in Java, and so you have robot framework in Python, it's the same thing. Now this one, another API test interface. This is just to showcase my skill, and it uses JavaScript. Now the thing is, this is more of a command processor as well, along with just testing APIs. You can see here that it allows a lot of stuff, and you have a lot of variables that you can set up in the command. Or if you don't want to set up all of these, you can just create a new file, put all of the commands here, and run or execute your test. It will pick up this file and execute your commands. So you could use this if you want a lot of flexibility in your testing, and if you want a smaller version of it and not that much freedom, you could use Simple API Test Interface. Well, I hope this answers my German friends' questions and everybody else as well. Thank you and have a good day.